So today I'm going to be trying to fix a shutter release for my own camera. It's a DSLR accessory, and basically, I guess this has been known to have this issue when I bought it, but it was cheap. It was like 20 bucks, but hey, if we can save 20 bucks, we can save 20 bucks. The main complaint on these is the LCD starts to fade away on it. You can't see the last digit after that 0 that's blinking, but if you kind of tilt it, you can kind of see that it wants to be there. So I'm going to take it apart, and hopefully I can just reseat the zebra strips that are on the LCD, and maybe it'll come back, or maybe it will, I'll break it worse. So I don't know. I'm taking a chance, but for 20 bucks, it's worth a shot. So I'm just going to crack this case open. It's probably just going to be that zebra strip. We should be able to just maybe reseat it and clean the board possibly and put it back together, and hopefully we get all those digits back. It's got a nice light on it, but it does no good if you can't see, well, you can't see anything right now anyway, but you can't see the last digit. And every decimal place counts when you're trying to calculate your shutter. So yeah, let's open it up. So I'm just taking the screws out right now, and hopefully we can get into this. It only looks like it's 4 screws. I don't know if it's got any clips in this. It seems to be hanging up down towards the bottom here. Oh, there's 2 more screws down the bottom. So I'll take those out. Alright. Okay. Wow. Look at all those contacts for that switch. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. That's quite interesting. That's probably where all the money is on this thing. Alright, so it looks like it's got these little twist wings here to separate the LCD possibly. So I'm going to try and find a way to get this board out of the unit here without destroying it. There must be some more screws here. So I'm going to look at this a little bit closer and we'll come back. Okay, so I've managed to get the circuit board out. I had to take the 4 screws out of the switch here, and it basically was holding down the circuit board. So now I'm kind of thinking that if I twist these 4 tabs here, then the LCD should kind of come out, and there should be something like a zebra strip holding them together. So let's see what we can do here. I'm hoping that this will just come right off. I don't see anything else soldered or anything. Okay, yep, it is a zebra strip. That right there just came off the board, which was right here. So let's take a look at those contacts. They're probably fine. But if you tilt it at a slight angle, you can kind of see a little bit of some, I don't know if it's material from the zebra strip, but let's get some alcohol and see if we can clean that up a little bit. You can only kind of see it at an angle. Yeah, it looks like it's coming off. So we'll just clean this whole strip down. This build quality on this is cheap, but let's take a look at the zebra stripe. Doesn't appear to be damaged in any way, so I'm just going to take a little bit of alcohol on it and let my Q-tip saturate up a little bit. And I'm just going to, I don't want it soaking wet, so I'm going to dab it on a paper towel. I'm just going to go over this a little bit. And of course the zebra strip, I don't know if the problem was the connection to the board or the connection from the zebra strip to the LCD. So I'm going to take a chance and just try that, and if that don't work, I'm going to have to try and pull the zebra strip, which I may or may not do. I don't know. Sometimes you can have success with this, or sometimes it just can destroy it. Alright, let's put this back on. I'm going to tighten these back up. Looks like it went this way. And sometimes adding a little bit more twist onto these will give it more pressure against the board. Because as you can see where they've scratched off before, so we'll just go a little bit past those scratch marks. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together and see if it worked. So I don't want to leave anything out here. The screws that you need to remove to take this board out is the middle one on each side of this switch, and the two down near the bottom right here and right here, and this whole switch assembly will come up and the circuit board will pull out. Just be careful about the battery connectors because they do slide inside a groove here. And this little thing here, this little buzzer, was floating around in here. It looks like the adhesive had come apart, so I'm going to have to just kind of tack that thing back down with another piece of adhesive and put this back together and give it a run up and see what it does. Alright, so I got all the case screws back in. Let's put the batteries back in. Ooh, that worked out. I like that. Let's turn the light off to make sure we're not getting influenced. And turn the backlight on. Yes, very nice. We have our contrast back on this LCD. All the numbers are working. A lot better. Alright, so that worked out. And we got this the shutter release working again. Well, it was working, but the LCD was having an issue. Now we can see in this camera that it seemed to fix the issue. So on this particular repair, I wanted to show you guys how you can simply fix some of these LCD issues. I wouldn't try to attempt to do this on a several $100 piece of equipment unless you really want to take the risk, because sometimes you can crack the LCD, sometimes the zebra stripe will fall apart on you, or when you try to pull it apart, it will cause more issues. But with something at this price, I would definitely try it. Just be careful. I'm just warning you. Sometimes this works. Sometimes it makes it worse. Sometimes it kind of works, or it may only be temporary. But no, she's solid. So, well, I just wanted to show you that little tip. and you know, maybe it'll save you from spending you know, $20 on something that you don't have to. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you in the next video.